Episode 3 of season number 2, Bowling Green Dynasty. We have made it to MAC conference play 3-1 with a win and a loss over Power 4 teams. The Nebraska game, I still have nightmares about. That just kind of was never really meant to be. But we got the win over Iowa State, so I can't be too mad about that. Of course, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't watched the last two episodes, but you really should get on that by now. What are you doing? What do you mean you haven't watched all of my hour-long episodes? You're not a real fan. Anyways, just taking a look at recruiting in case you missed the end of the last episode. See, so yeah, week 5 is last week. So Rashad Wing was on campus last week to see whatever that Western Kentucky game was. It was still a win. It was a clear winner. But it looks like either after this week we are just getting him outright, or we're going into a recruiting battle with Notre Dame, and they will have him on campus, so we just kind of lose. Obviously, this is a guy that we want really bad. 6'4" with above 80 speed, 91 hit power, 88 hit power, 91 acceleration. Just a guy that will be huge for our linebacker room if we can pull off that commitment. Week 8 also looks like it's going to be a really big recruiting week, but that won't be until next episode. But let's worry about right now. Right now we got to take care of business against Northern Illinois. Maction is always just insane, so we'll see what we can do. Just try to win the games we can win, and I mean, if we win out, we're making the conference championship, possibly even flirting with a bowl game or a playoff berth. Can't guarantee I'm going to win many games in the playoffs, but, you know, just making it would be huge for program prestige. But, yeah, that's obviously way down the line. Right now, we just got to worry about winning the games in front of us. Speaking of what was in front of us, man, that looked like that could have been 6. Good Lord. Some pretty good blocks there. Got us up to the 24. It'll be 1st and 10. Got to get Daniel Hill involved early, and we're doing that. And he's paying it off down to the 41-yard line. That looked like that could have been 6. Maybe one more speed, and that's a house call. Man, that's... I mean, he's just been a game changer for this offense. As much as we loved the year 1 running backs, actually having a fast, good running back there has been huge for us, so long as he's not fumbling the games away. But you know, he's still a redshirt sophomore. We've got time to develop him. Got time to develop his carrying. Time to work on that spin move. It was a little slow, but it got it done, and that is a touchdown. I mean, like I said, he went off last week. I think that popped 24 for 182. Didn't get a touchdown, just because they were really kind of keying in on the run game up close, but still was enough to win. So that's all we really care about. Come on, give me a hit stick. Good hit, didn't quite give me a fumble. And we'll see what this defense has. Or our defense, their offense. Pretty sure I made that switch in the main menu. I guess we'll find out. His coach really wants me to run a cover 4 for some reason. Alright. Go and play action. Nothing really happening over the middle. He'll just slide and take 1. Interesting play there. I mean, hey. It was a good time to run cover 4 because there was absolutely nothing happening over the middle. They're going to go pass again, and they're going to cook the cover 3 for 6 yards. Okay. All right, I'm noticing a trend. The defensive coordinator really just wants to run, like, one play. He just wants to run one play, but he has to put multiple out there, so he's just giving me multiple of the same play. And it didn't work. All right, 1st and 10. This team's just not really like a man coverage team. We have Terry and Nichols, who's really good, but outside of him, we just don't have defensive backs right now. Just at all. Okay, we kind of just don't have defense right now. What is happening here, boys? Can we lock in a little bit? Maybe get off some blocks. Maybe make a tackle behind the line. Let's put Garcia in the box here. Really show blitz. Here we go. There's a play on the ball. Micah Ford looks like he's a bit of a demon. Hopefully we can keep him somewhat under wraps. Man coverage again, 3rd and 1. I don't have much hope for this. They're going to run, and it's working well. Okay. Yeah, 2 for 20 for Micah Ford. He already has... Okay, I thought that was year stats. I thought he had over 1,000 yards in 5 games. I was going to be quaking in my boots. But no, that is career stats. As he gets 4 there. Yeah, looks like they know what I know. They got to be able to run the ball today. They're going to try their best to get that established. Even with a lot of pass early. Maybe that was just a mirage. I was on that, but I also wasn't at all. Because Stevenson has no business being in pass coverage. I got to get this linebacker room figured out, man. We need some athleticism back here. No disrespect to Stevenson. He's made some big plays over his career, but he's just not who I want. He's just not who I should be using. It's as simple as that. He should not be a pass coverage linebacker. He needs to be maybe on the line as like a rush ed. Not in a middle third. That just really should not be happening. Even Asiata, I feel like, is a better option in the middle of the field than Stevenson right now. All right, well, he got kind of cooked there, but also that wasn't really his zone. I don't know what that was. All right, 3rd and 5. Let's see if we can hold him to 3. They've had a good drive so far. I'll give them credit. It's a screen. Can we get there? Yes. Yes, we can. Didn't mean to switch off, but it worked. 4th and 2. They will try for 3. Not the easiest kick. There's a bit of an angle. Maybe a little bit of wind. But this is Heisman difficulty CPU, so it's obviously going to be good. They'll take their 3, 7-3 Bowling Green. I mean, if we can bend but don't break, I'm not going to be mad at it. All right. Got a yard more than if it would have just gone on the back of the end zone. It's not bad. Oh, there's a lot of room up the middle. That's a touchdown. Is it? Hold on. Yes. Yes, it is. Daniel Hill has done it again. He is... Oh, he's so good. He's so good, man. Just all he needs is a crease, and he's just gone. It's incredible. I mean, it's exactly what I was talking about, where, yeah, the guys last year were really good, but they are not Daniel Hill good. No disrespect to him, but Daniel Hill is just on another level this season. I mean, really, I think if it wasn't for the fumbles... Well, I guess really just the one fumble against Nebraska, but if he didn't have any fumbles, I think he'd pretty easily be in Heisman territory right now, even for a Bowling Green running back. Just because of the stats he's putting up this season. He's going off. But, I mean, season awards are one thing. We care more about wins. Let's get this offense off the field again. Maybe make them go 3 and out. That'd be nice. Shot the gap. Good enough. They gain nothing on 3rd and 2 on a little inside zone, and they will punt again. Will they take it to the quarter? No, they won't. They will punt this in the first quarter. No room for a return. So 14-3, we will have the ball to start the second quarter. a good start. It's exactly what we're looking for right here. They had that one drive to start. They only got 3 out of it. Second drive, 3 and out. Just play our brand of football. It's going to end up well for us. I got faith. 4 for 1. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. 4 for 135 and 2 touchdowns. The receiver looked like he did pick up the block, but that linebacker got there just in time. Try a little direct snap action. Every run looks like it's a touchdown with Daniel Hill. It really does. And then he just, like, barely gets caught by like, a shoestring by some linebacker. Or it, is just an 80-yard touchdown. It just kind of depends on how he's feeling that day. A little speed option. Got a little bit of daylight. Spin move couldn't quite shake him free, but that's still another first down. I mean, what is there to say about Daniel Hill I haven't already said? Other than he's taking a break, we're going to see a little bit of Chris McMillan, and he's going to get absolutely nothing. What was that handoff? Okay, Josh Danowski got blown up and then hurt. All right, we got Hill back in. Let's run a ball again. Maybe the B gap was a little more open. I just didn't love it. It's going to be 3rd and 11. This is shaping up to probably be 3. But you never know. They're going to blitz. We're running a screen. I mean, yeah, that's just the easiest touchdown of my life. And a stiff arm in the end zone. Talk to him, Daniel. 3rd of the day for Daniel Hill. I mean, if I could make this guy the cover, if I could make this guy my thumbnail every game, I would. He's just that type of player for our program. Like, again, I think he is a couple ball carrier drills away from being in the Heisman conversation. He is just incredible. He's got the power to break tackles. He's got the speed to run away from you. He's incredible. Thank you, Alabama, for not playing him so that I can get him. Went for a little screen there. It got him a good amount. 3 yards. Gonna make it 2nd and short. Is this a run? No, it's a pass. Oh, that's just not guarded at all. That's a first down. Okay. 8 for 9 for 53. It's a Bryce Young stat line, but with like 50 more incompletions. It's a bit of an unnecessary stray. Justin Eklund just cooked that play action. He was not fooled at all. That's what we got to keep seeing. We got to... There's questions about our secondary, our linebackers. Can we actually play pass coverage? Well, I mean, if we can get to the quarterback in half a second like that, I think pass coverage will be all right. 3rd and 14, I will sell my kidney if this is not a pass. It is, in fact, a pass. They're going to take 6, but that won't be enough to do anything with it. They will punt again. This is what I like seeing, man. All right, they're just going to punt this out of bounds. All right, we'll take it to the 30. Not bad. I mean, I see press coverage. My automatic thought is to just beam this deep. We don't really have a beam it deep receiver, but... are they going to get out there? Yep, and that's tipped and picked. Okay. Was that ever even open? I kind of just told myself, hey, I'm throwing this. Yeah, I mean, that slot corner just played the deep blue to perfection. I was reading the safety, saw that he abandoned. I guess this was like a fake cover 3 into a cover, or they faked it as a cover 2, ended up running it as a cover 3, and just like every other deep ball in this game, it is deflected off the DB's hands right into another's, and it's 1st and 10 Northern Illinois. That is less than ideal, but that's why we give ourselves big leads like this. And, I mean, when the defense can just cook like that, I mean, we can do whatever we want on offense because they're not scoring on us. Yet. Let me specify. Because last time I tried to call my shot before I shot it, I got put on a clip, so. See, that's what I'm talking about. If that's the computer, that's a pick 10 times out of 10. But my guy doesn't even react towards the ball being in the air, and it falls gently to the ground for a 3rd and 14. I guess the quarterback found something that... Lord, what was that? Quarterback found something deep, but couldn't quite get it off. They will punt again. No harm, no foul on the pick, I guess. 1st and 10 on the 23. Do we like anything here? Not really pre-snap. I like the scramble. Ethan Houck with a nice little scamper on that. Gets me 9. We'll take it to the 2-minute timeout. I gotta find a way to get this passing game more jump-started. Because we're not gonna get... As much as it seems like it so far this season, we're not gonna get 300 yards out of Daniel Hill every game. We got to be able to throw the ball eventually. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. Is this one a touchdown? It looks like it is. All right. See, that's what was supposed to happen last time, but that stinky little slot corner decided that he was going to be a safety and ruin my hopes and dreams. I got you this time, buddy. Maybe I should have missed the PAT, because now it's 28-3. And I think we all know what happens here. I want to say I'm not Atlanta. We don't choke these. But if you watched Season 1 literally at all, you know that is a bold-faced lie. I absolutely choke these. Maybe not necessarily for losses, but this is going to be an interesting game come 4th quarter. Tried to light him up with Nelson. That got me nothing. Like I hit him with a piece of paper. And really, I mean, TJ Nelson is kind of the guy I'm talking about when I say we need to make this defense better. Because a guy with his archetype, he's like 190 pounds with 83 speed. This is the type of guy I'm talking about when I say we need to, like, get better athletes out there. We need to make sure he does not play. And maybe it's a bad idea to be talking this much crap about a player actively starting on my defense and is my active user. He's got a pretty good return there down to the 42. But we need to find somebody better to take that spot. We need more speed on the defense, I think, is my main problem. Broken tackle for Hill. That had no business being any more than -1, but he turned it into 8 because he's just that dude. Let's go. Let's see if we can get... Well, not really what I had in mind by let's get something going in the pass game, but, you know, yeah, 1st down. What, am I not going to take it? Try corner around on Harris here. He kind of has him. Is it accurate enough? It is. That's a touchdown. Rodney Harris, welcome to the team. It took you long enough. Let's go. Finally got something out of that transfer acquisition. And that officially takes us out of scary territory. It is now 35-3. And we're still in the 1st half, baby. Let's go. And I mean, I know this is only year 2. Like, we got a lot of time left in this series, I think. We probably got another 2 or 3 years left before we really start worrying about national championship calibration here. But even with it being year 2, this roster, with its flaws, is still good enough to where we should be doing this to pretty much every MAC team we play. Not every team, but more than not, you know? Like, we really should be running through this conference. We won the conference last year with the base roster, and we improved it tenfold. Brought it from a 66 to a 77, I think? There's a meme there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this roster is good enough to where we should be smoking guys 35. Whoa, hold on. We should be beating teams pretty bad every time we play them, and we are doing that pretty well here. So props to the guys. I may have just run commit middle, and it almost worked. I think that's the first run of the game for their quarterback. No, it's not. Well, maybe. We might have just gotten some sacks. No, they had that one scamper. They had that one scamper for like a yard, and then I got a sack, and then that. Okay. Anyways, not as good of a run game for their quarterback as he probably wants. Yeah, he's averaging 20 attempts, 128 yards. That is, what, 6-point-something yards per carry? He's getting, like, 4 today. 11 for 51. That's not bad. I don't like cover 2. We're going to auto out of that. There's another run, and he's going nowhere. Let's go. Rico Garcia coming up from the free safety spot to stop the run. Love that. Absolutely gotta love that. 2nd and 12. Let's see if we can't do that again. All right, they're going for a pass. Again, I'm there, but I'm not there at all, actually. And he somehow broke like 4 tackles, and now it's 3rd and 1, and they are probably almost certainly getting this. Well, I stopped him with my user. He broke the tackle, and the edge rusher was there to clean it up, and they will punt again. They've had some drives. I'd be lying if I said they didn't have some drives. Why are you returning this? You know what? It got me a yard more than if I didn't. And that's even if it went out of the back of the end zone. It might not have. All right, that might not have been the route I should have taken there, but you know what? It got 5 because Daniel Hill is just good. I could run straight into an offensive lineman's butt, and I'm getting at least 3 yards with Daniel Hill. Why am I getting bad throws on bubbles? Like, why am I making my receivers have to jump 5 feet in the air for a bubble screen? Do I really have to just airmail, like, every throw to make it not, like, 3 yards off the receiver? Maybe I just, like, shouldn't be using revamped. Is that the problem here? Maybe. I don't know. Why am I worried about throwing the ball? Let's just run it. I got Daniel Hill. Tried to cut it up the middle. He had other plans. Kind of broke the tackle out to the outside and got me a whole lot more. I mean, dude. Are y'all seeing this kid? 13 for 197. I mean, that just wasn't open at all, but Daniel Hill's just special. Jace J. Gilbert, the injured Husky on the play. Former Iowa State guy. Yeah, 232. That play had no business being any more than a yard, and he got like 30 out of it. There's another touchdown. Dude, I mean, come on. He's got a quad feed. 8 plays, 80 yards. I think I threw the ball twice, and one of them was a screen. It was an RPO. Try to get the hit stick, didn't quite work. They'll take over at the 16. Like, this is just a decimation so far. I don't know if we had anybody on campus this week. I hope we did, because they are seeing an absolute show. I'm pretty sure we didn't, unfortunately. But even if not, it's still good to get a butt whooping every now and then. To give, I should say. Cashmere Lewis, you know, with a name like that, you would think he'd have a little bit more of an impact than he has this season, but I feel like I've said his name like 3 times, and they've all been derogatory. Okay, this is a QB sneak. It is a QB sneak. What a play! Okay, I gotta know who just made that play, because you might be the thumbnail, buddy. Number 5. Is that? Who is that? Who are you, my friend? George. I mean, that's what Frankie Louvu thought he was. Literally just hurdled the center. Speared the quarterback for no gain. Bro. What a demon. I gotta learn your first name after this game, and I gotta shake your hand. I've never seen that play actually get stopped for the computer, and he just absolutely mollywopped the quarterback. Let's go, dude. 1st and 10 Bowling Green. Bang up to second edges. J.J. Gilbert hurt again. Managed to sneak his way back on the field and is still down. Okay, not a good throw, but way to readjust to the ball, Isaiah Johnson. That's a first down. All right, that's enough of that passing nonsense. Let's get back to doing what we actually do around here. And just get our guaranteed 4 to 5 yards with Daniel Hill, because he's just that guy. I mean, you can do whatever you want to try to stop it. Daniel Hill is inevitable. He's just that guy. We're going to go ahead and take this into the 4th quarter. Or not. Okay. Didn't mean to press A there. That had no business being a completion, but we'll take the 7 yards. All right. This is what I was trying to do against Western Kentucky. Maybe Western Kentucky's just like the GOAT. What? Y'all see what I just saw? Who is my left guard? Oh, no. You were supposed to be cut. Okay. Well, you're not doing that. I guess you get this play. Hey, tell you what? He made a heck of a block. He made that touchdown happen. You know what? Shout out. Shout out the former long snapper, I think, turned left guard. Okay. I have no words to explain what just happened there. Well, I guess I do. In position changes, I had like 8 tight ends, and I moved that guy to guard, just expecting to cut him because he was like a 40 overall. And I needed a guard to be able to move one to right guard. Or something like that. I needed a left guard so I could move one of my left guards to right. So I moved him thinking, oh, I'm just going to cut him. And then I ended up still being under, like, the roster limit. So I guess I kept him around. And he's somehow my backup left guard. So that's getting changed in the depth chart immediately. You know what? Good block there. You're not doing it again. And maybe we don't even need him to. Dior Gardner gets there for another sack. I think that was back-to-back. And Northern Illinois is not having a good time right now. I think we can say that pretty comfortably here. Spin move out of Clay made something happen there. They've had the ball for like 8 more minutes than we have just because Daniel Hill keeps housing these. Maybe I should have just tried to run through him. But trucking in this game is just not very consistent. Because sometimes you will get the truck, but sometimes you just straight up reach for it for no reason, and then you just fumble. So it's barely even worth it to try. 3rd and 5. If this is not a first down, I'm going to cry. I mean, who am I kidding? It's Daniel Hill. 20 for 279 and 5 touchdowns. I think that might be the first time all game I haven't gotten like 5 yards on a carry. Because I think they just sent everybody. Try to get Riggs involved for the first time today, and he drops it. All right. You know what? My quarterback is inaccurate enough. We don't need drops on top of that. Couldn't quite use that block to our advantage. I guess we'll take 3. Sure, man. Right down the middle, 52-3. Get your 50 burgers in the chat. Of course, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not this episode. I have said it every other episode so far. It's in the description. Live on Twitch. Come say hi. I mean, I have the chat right below me. As you can see, I'm just chilling out and talking to myself here. Not to pity party you or anything, but, you know, hey, come say hi. What's the worst that could happen? How do you not catch... Dude, that was a punt. He literally just tossed you the ball straight onto your player model. How did you not catch that ball, Rico Garcia? Yeah, I'm calling you first and last name. I know who you are. Catch your picks, bud. It's like rule number 1 of being a DB on this team. Oh, did they put the backup quarterback in? I didn't even realize that till now. They benched the starter. Oh boy. Okay. We have the angle. We do. It's not a touchdown. Telly Johnson Jr., the backup running back for Northern Illinois, with a 41-yard cut on our starting defense. Now that does raise another question. Why are my starters in? Simple answer. The sub backups button in this game kind of just like doesn't work at all. So. Sorry. I guess I have to rock with my starters. Oh no. I say that in jest, but I guarantee you in like 5 plays, my starting like right tackle's gonna tear his like knee cartilage or something, and he's just out for his career. Just because that's just the type of... What? Okay, I guess he's taking the play off. Let's just knock this down. Thank you. Never... Buddy just checked out of the game. All right. I mean, sure. It almost worked. I mean, they had the slant. They went for the deep shot, and it did not work for him, because Terry and Nichols is the only corner on my team that can actually, like, play defense. They got the field goal, though. 52-6. Oh, no. We might lose this one, guys. I don't know. You're fine. Get up, Clay. Alright. I think that Austin Clay had bruised ribs. Yeah, Stan. You know what? Just because I put that bad juju in the air, I think Daniel Hill has seen his last snap for the day. We're going to go Deion Ramsey from here on out for the rest of this game. Although I think yeah, Hill's still my third down back. Okay, so I actually did absolutely nothing there. I got to go into power back and like third down. Let's make this Cameron Petaway, I guess. Sure. All right, so I guess he will. You know what? No, we're gonna take a delay a game. Actually, we're gonna take a delay a game to make sure I don't get hurt with Daniel Hill because I don't want to call timeout and I don't want him to get hurt. We'll sacrifice the 5 yards. I don't care. What's going to happen? Oh, I end up having to punt, and then they get the ball back and score a touchdown and make it 52-13. Oh, the horror. Let's see what Deion Ramsey's got in his bag. I don't know why he's carrying that like a loaf of bread, but, I mean, it got me however many yards that was, 21. I don't like that stance you have there. Why does he carry the ball like that? Oh, that is terrifying. I don't. If that's something, that might be something I can change. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, why did I go into that? No, let's go back to inside zone. Bro thinks he's Shady McCoy. Put that thing away. Nobody wants to see that. Put that away. There are children here. Petaway's first carry gets me, what, 5? 4? Not bad. There's Ramsey getting me to 2nd and inches. Yeah, Ramsey is the guy I want to kind of be the... I want Hill to be sort of like the speed guy. I want Ramsey to just run through your face. Like that. See, that's exactly what I want Ramsey to be. It looks like that's what he is. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Maybe taking out Daniel Hill was a bad idea because all I'm doing is just giving him system running back allegations. Because that looked way too easy for Deion Ramsey. Okay. A little scary there for a second. I don't know where they got that linebacker list at, but we definitely have more linebackers than 2. I don't know why they only list Mike linebackers. There's 2 more linebacker spots on the depth chart. I don't know. Okay, no. No. Don't even bother hiking the ball. Just call it a day. Thank you. 59-6 is your final. Yeah, I mean, not much to say about this one. Just all-around dominance. They ended... The only stat that they beat us in, other than the turnover margin... I guess kick return yards and punts and the holding penalty. They ran 1 more play. Ethan Houck, 12 for 14 with, I think, his 2 incompletions being, yeah, the interception and then a Sammy Riggs drop. Did also have 3 touchdowns in the air. But the name of the game, as it always has been and always probably will be, Daniel Hill is really good, guys. 23 for 296 and 4 rushing touchdowns. Ramsey came in for that last drive, got 5 for 63 and a touchdown of his own. Receiving, Isaiah Johnson had that one coverage bust sort of touchdown. Daniel Hill had a screen touchdown. Rodney Harris had, I think, a corner route before the end of the half. And then, yeah, the drop for Riggs. No sacks allowed. That's 11 pancakes? 11 pancakes for the freshman Ernest Marable. Gotta shout out the offensive lineman. I don't know how to feel about my corner leading the team in tackles, but you know what? Hey, go ahead, man. Have a day. 6 for Nelson, 5 for Garcia. 2 TFLs for Eklund, 1 for Gardner, Garcia, Harris, Akampong, Lamprin, Parks, Dakaya Banks. And 2 sacks, 1 for DR Gardner, 1 for Justin Eklund. Did not have a pick, but we did have that one that should have been a pick by Garcia, then had deflections by Asiata, Howard, and Terry and Nichols. All right. Good game. All around, that's what we like to see out of this team. Just play like you're better than them, because you are. Daniel Hill set the Bowling Green single-season rushing yards record. I'm sure he probably at least got close to the touchdown record. I guess not quite. Does he already have it? That might be why. He may already have the record, actually. No, he does not. He had, 296 is the rushing record. Rushing touchdowns, 5 is the record for Dave Preston back in 1974. My fault, man. Chris Jones. No, that's not the same Chris Jones. That simply cannot be. He went to Ole Miss. Unless he, transferred before the transfer portal? No. It's also, well before. Not well before, but 5 years before. Yeah, it looks like Rashad Wing has put us in a recruiting battle with Notre Dame, of which we almost certainly will not win. Daniel Hill is your National Offensive Player of the Week. What a guy. Yeah, Notre Dame has jumped us for Rashad Wing. He's just theirs. He's theirs to get. Would have been nice to get him, but I think this recruitment is already over. I'm going to keep him on the board just because you never know. I don't want to give up until we know for sure he's gone. But it is not looking good for him. Let's see what else we can do in recruiting here. We could throw our cell into Yosefa Latu. Nobody's still trying. Might as well just lock this up now. No offensive players on visits yet. Tyree Blades. I mean, that's a heck of a name. Pretty good receiver here. David Stearns. Already have 10 on him. Let's see what Tyree Blades has for... Okay, he's just... Is he just going to Navy? It's week 7 right now. Yeah, we could still snag him, I guess. So I won't take him off the board yet. In fact, I probably should put 50 on him. I really like David Stern, but I think we just are going to have to wait to put points on him. Kind of just how that's going to go. Nobody else is trying for this guy, so I'll just take the points there. Ooh! We found our guy. D plus, B, A minus. That's... maybe I could try it. What's the worst that could happen, you know? Jacksonville State looks like they are going to attempt to go for him, but not, super hard. Let's see, what's that sell? Is that right there? Yeah, alright. Throw a 30 on Tyree Blades. Looking like there's anything else really too incredible going on here. Just got to focus on getting my defense able to be scouted. Because, I mean, Monk has at least tier 1 for all of the offense. I cannot scout pretty much anybody on defense other than my linebackers, so... got to get them at least started. Alright, Ball State up next. Again, I mean, I don't think there's a team in the MAC that we shouldn't beat fairly easily. But at the end of the day, it's a conference game on the road. So you never know. Nothing is impossible, as they say. Here in Muncie, Indiana, to tens of fans in the audience. I think there actually might have been 8 people in that back of that end zone. Taven Jackson. I've heard that name before. I don't like that I've heard that name before. I don't know where he's from, but that name rings a bell. They got Fiend in the background. Yeah, there's like nobody here. So help me if my receivers just don't want to go on the routes that I tell them to because of Stadium Pulse. I don't even know. I'm already getting mad over hypothetical situations that haven't happened yet. Try to go for a check down that got him back to the original line of scrimmage. But they still got to get 10 yards here on this 3rd and 10. Obviously, I don't know what that was. Couldn't quite get there to break it up, and they will convert. Again, stop suggesting man coverage, because this team is not good in man coverage. It's not. Let's stop pretending that it is. Maybe Ball State should stop pretending like they can run the ball on us. They should just be focused on throwing it, because that might be where they could beat us. Our run defense is good. Maybe they can't even do that. What on earth? Pretty sure they just hit their right guard in the shoulder pad trying to complete a pass. Okay, yep, that's a cover 2. That's what happens when you run a cover 2 with a line, not even a linebacker. That's just an 83 speed, 6 foot tall DB. Man. Good open field tackling by Rico Garcia. Holds him to 5. Okay, well, maybe that's what I get for saying they can't run the ball on us, because they seem to be able to run the ball now. Yeah, please get there to your assignment, sir. Okay, it's a read option, and Taven Jackson has the touchdown. All right. Pending the PAT, it'll be 7-0 Ball State after the first drive. Not great. Not great, I'll admit. But you know what? It's early. We got plenty of time. We can't worry about one touchdown. We can use that to grow and maybe see. We got a Heisman Trophy pop-up for Daniel Hill. That must mean he's at least in the conversation. That's reassuring after that absolute nuke he dropped last week. As I guess blocking that guy was optional. He's a really good running back, but he does need a little bit of blocking to help him out. Because, you know, he's a running back. That's kind of just how the position works. Okay. This could get a little bit hairy. Oh, did we just jump? Yep, because we can't audible inside of like 10 seconds. Yep. Okay. Well, 3rd and 5 now. Okay, Daniel Hill's good at a lot of things. Apparently, catching the ball is not necessarily one of them. We will punt. Already, this is shaping up to be a much different game than last week. Alright. Well, that's not great. They get 5. See if we can't hold them to maybe a 3 and out or something. Let's have it read the quarterback on these options. If Taven Jackson's got... Oh, this is where Artis Boardingham transferred. Oh, that's fun. A little revenge game. You really think you're getting... Really? $14-0 Ball State. Let it be known that Artis Boardingham transferred for brand exposure. The brand exposure rating at Ball State is higher than the brand exposure rating at Bowling Green. As a tight end, I think you're full of shit. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're full of shit. All right, 14-0 is not exactly the start I had in mind. Okay, so we seem to just be dead set on not blocking today, or they seem to be dead set on putting a bounty on Daniel Hill's head. Either way, it seems like we're gonna have to get creative if we want to get him the ball. Get off the running back, Rodney. What is this timeout about? That was weird. Anyways. Okay, so running the ball is just not it today. Looks like they're going to force us to throw it, and just like when they forced us to throw it against Nebraska. Uh-oh. Well, here we go. Sammy Riggs. Okay, why are all my freshmen holding the ball like Shady McCoy now? They were not doing that before, were they? I don't think so. Okay, maybe that wasn't the right read. I feel like that was more than a yard, though. I don't know about that spot. Doesn't really matter, though, because we still got the first down. First and goal. Maybe Riggs here. Yep. Dropped. Okay. Is that going to be a trend with you now, Sammy? You were fine last episode. What's wrong with you? Let's run the exact same play. Surely he's learned from his mistakes. All right, he caught that one. Couldn't quite stay in bounds to get the touchdown, but at least he caught it. Okay. I'm playing with how like he has more speed than he does. In fact, this might even be a Drew to Shields spot. I'm actually going to do that. For this play, I'm going to put the Shields in at quarterback. Just get a little bit more speed. I think I like that on the goal line. I don't need a super long throw here. I just need 2 yards. Uh-oh. Interesting little play there with the camera, but tried to throw it up to Rodney Harris. I got nothing. It's going to be 1st and 10, Ball State on the 2-yard line. That was not a good first quarter. I will be the first to admit it. That was a rough first quarter of action. But that's why we got 3 more. No shot. Rayshawn Luke juked that guy out and just outran the rest of the team. Juked Terry and Nichols out completely out of his shoes, and just nobody else had a chance. It is 21-0 Ball State. The 75 fans in attendance cannot believe what they are seeing. And frankly, I can't either. This is an outrage. Okay, DeShields is still in because I did it on the main depth chart. You know what? Sure, you get this play. You know what? He made a good throw. Didn't ask him to make the most insane throw of all time, but he got it there, and that's a touchdown. Isaiah Johnson, 75 yards. All right, maybe that's the spark we needed. Maybe Drew DeShields just needs... Maybe this is just the Drew DeShields game. Who knows? I mean, to his credit, he got it to Rodney Harris's hands on the goal line. He just couldn't haul it in. Okay, maybe I need to just stop trying to hit stick, because that clearly is not working well for me. Okay, we cannot lose to 3-4 Ball State. Please just get a stop here, defense. There we go. There's a sack. Colin Pong. That's what I'm talking about. Do it again. Oh, dude, 35. Where are you at? Buddy, your back is turned. If you turn around to where the ball, if you're watching the ball, that probably could have been a pick six. He had his back turned to the quarterback, completely abandoned. Not even really abandoned, just was nowhere near the play. Okay, I'm really not liking how my flats are just not guarding the whole flat. They're kind of just like nowhere near the ball at all times. I mean, that's me. Taven Jackson is just having my he's just having his way with me right now. There's no other way to put it. I cannot stop this man, Taven Jackson. Yeah, him and Rayshawn Luke is just... They are... Man. They've certainly had a first quarter to remember. A first quarter and a half. Terry and Nichols, buddy, what are you doing 5 yards away from the ball? You're in man coverage. You're the one corner I have on this team that can actually play man coverage. How are you that far away from your receiver? It's a Ball State wide receiver, dude. You got 97 speed and like 80-something man coverage. There's a sack for Vandermeer. I think that was him at least. Either him or Dior. Come on, defense. Start getting after these guys. These guys are not better than us. They're just not. Like, how are we letting checkdowns get that wide open? Like, Taven Jackson is 11 for 12, dude. Dude, he's breaking 3 tackles every play. Come on, defense. Have some heart. You want to win the conference or not? These are games we cannot afford to be losing. Sure, it's a road game. They have like 80 fans in attendance. This is not like a stadium pulse situation here. This is simply a my team does not want it right now. We're just not making the plays we need to make. Simple as that. 3rd and 5. Let's hold them here. There we go. Collins, Pong again. They'll go for 3. Case good is 24-7 in the first half. Man, we cannot buy a stop on defense right now. And the only thing we got going on offense was one play. And it was a coverage bust. Key to this game is going to be trying to unlock this pass game, I think. Eli Brown, do you have something? Yes, you do. That's a ball. That's a catch. Let's go. Give me more of that other side of the 2-minute timeout. I don't know what was going on in that first half, but we got to lock in here. Got room to scramble with Ethan Houck. Can he outrun some defensive linemen? Just enough. Gets me down to the 20. That's a pick, isn't it? No, it's not. He dropped it. Okay, I straight up just threw that straight at the DB. I am so thankful that's another pick. Daniel Hill making plays like always. Let's go. Gets me down to the 5. You want a touchdown, buddy? Okay, what? Yeah, maybe. Do we want to block? Because it doesn't look like it. Sure does not look like we want to block right now. Dude, what is up with this Ball State run defense? Daniel Hill ran for like 200 yards on Nebraska. Give me some fight, Daniel. 4th and 2. I'm going for this. Reach for it. Got it. Touchdown, Bowling Green. My goodness. Had to fight for every inch of that, but we got it. All right, we're within 10. We'll see if they want to try to get some points before the half. I doubt I get this ball back, but if we do, and if we can get this ball back, score again before the half, make it a 1-score game going into halftime where we get the ball, that would be huge. Let's call timeout here. I want to get this ball. RPO. I get 3rd and 3. We'll call timeout again. I want to get this ball back before the end of the half. See what they do here. It's a pick! He threw right at Lamprin. All right, 28 seconds. Let's go get a touchdown before this half. I don't know where he was trying to throw that ball to other than just straight into our hands, but we will happily take that. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a bad idea. I will be the first to admit that was a bad idea. I've had some bad ideas today. Thankfully, that did not bite us too bad in the butt. I don't know what that was out of Rodney Harris. Maybe I shouldn't have called that last time out. In fact, I kind of already regret that. Hike the ball, hike the ball. This has to be a touchdown. It's the end of the first half. That was a golden opportunity to make this a tie game. At least a one-score game before the half, and I blew it. I blew it. I blew that. That's on me. I should not have tried to run there. I should have probably thrown it out of bounds or something. Okay. I'll give you that. That's a bad read. I should not have thrown that. I ask you in rebuttal, where should I have thrown that ball? Should I have just not thrown that ball? Should I have just taken the sack? Because nothing was really open there. All right, run game seems to be turning on a little bit here. I say that with a cautious optimism. Because at any time they can just decide to basically do that. Thankfully, we ran around them. Yeah, this has not been a great game for Daniel Hill's Heisman race. Candidacy, maybe, is the better word for that. It's a wide open slant for Riggs. He's caught it. I got to change these freshmen's ball carrying form. Because we cannot have them running loosey-goosey like that. That will result in pain. Austin Clay, do you have a step? You do. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Man, I wish we got a field goal before the half. But as it stands, we're within 3. All right. Let's play defense. We got a whole other half to play. The first half was rough, but we clawed our way back. I mean, not quite yet, right? But it's looking a lot better, to say the very least. I would go for a pass here, but or pass commit rather. I was just a little bit nervous that they would do a sort of Eric George's name, by the way. I was a little bit concerned that they would do like a QB draw situation, and I was just going to get absolutely punctured. There's another screen. Stevenson's around the blocks, and he's got another TFL. 3rd and 16. See what they got for us here. Display the sticks. Don't allow this first down. Okay, that's more than fine. They only get 5. They need 16. They will punt. Okay. All right, ball at the 42. Now Garden Brown will take that down to the 39. I will say, albeit maybe a little bit against our will, the pass game has been working decent today. It has been decent. Maybe this is a bad idea. Please just go down. All right, we'll take 7. Ended up working pretty well. I will say, putting the ball in Ethan Houck's hands today has worked a lot better than I thought it would. That's just not where I need to go. Please catch this. He doesn't. Okay. I'm going to take the 3. I don't like it, but I'm going to take the 3. I already gotten burnt twice this game, not taking my 3. Go ahead and make it a tie ball game. If I had taken my field goals every time I got them, I would be up 6 points right now. But you know what? That's irrelevant. It's a tie game. Let's play defense. We got to play defense for 13 more minutes. And of course, get a score in there at some point. Okay. Rayshon Luke. There's only one Luke. 9 for 198. I think pretty easily the best game a running back has had against us this entire series. I was not expecting Ball State to have this type of demon in their backfield. But you know, this is what I get for talking smack about the Mac. This is what I get. Nice little cut stick. Again, the flat is just, my flats are just not existing today. They just are not playing the flat. Like, at all. I think an accurate pass there probably is our ball. But as it stands, it will be a 2nd and 10 for Bowling Green. Or Ball State. I know what team this is. Taven Jackson has run out of time. Ephraim Asiata with the sack. Tell you what, we're getting to him on the pass. We have been able to somewhat contain their passing game today. The problem is that stupid little running back has just been the bane of my existence. We're going to get mossed. Nope. Okay. Good play, Terry and Nichols. They will punt. That would have been, I tell you what, that would have been a really good timing to get mossed. Right as I was saying, we somewhat contained their passing game. But we didn't. I think we pretty clearly have the momentum here. It was 21-0. We've outscored them 21-3 or 24-3 cents. Tell you what, I didn't really like it pre-snap. Like it a heck of a lot more post-snap. Daniel Hill started this game off rough, has carved himself out a pretty decent game out of it. We will go ahead and take this to the 4th quarter. Oh, this has been a game, all right. And for once, we're not the ones choking. We're not the ones blowing the 21-point lead. This is big for the program. We are learning from our mistakes. I saw, I don't know what that, head first, I think. I saw that pop, didn't see a real truck. But he got a lot of yards out of it. Yeah, Daniel Hill is, all right, they seem to have calmed down a little bit on just only stopping the run. They have begged us to beat them with our arm. And we've kind of done that today. A little bit. All right. Try to go back to the run a little bit. That seems to not be working as well. Let's spread them out a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. Shaq McCroy is down. That's not good. Take 6. Bruised ribs, you're fine. Rub some dirt on it, you'll be alright. Alright, let's see what Johnson underneath has for me. Not much. Okay. I keep thinking I have more speed than I do with my quarterback. He has 79 speed. I gotta just be a pocket passer. Let's leave the running up to Daniel Hill, shall we? touchdown Bowling Green. We have taken the lead. Again, we were down 21-0. It is now 31-24. They wrote us off, man. They didn't think we had it in us. They saw season 1, saw all the times we choked. We're like, oh, they don't have the clutch gene. They're not coming back from that. Believe in us. Okay. Can we... So, as good of a game as Daniel Hill has had today, Rayshawn Luke has had twice the game he has. Good Lord, he is cooking us. There we go. Read the inside zone all the way, stopped him where he was at. Yeah, TJ Nelson's kind of just a tackle guy now. He just work on the fundamentals. All right. Okay. Can we mods? Can we get this guy taken care of? I've about had enough of Rayshawn Luke today. And Taven Jackson, for this matter. I just want to get out of this game. Dude. Like, it's not even like my user making terrible plays. Granted, I'm not helping anything. It's the computer getting absolutely mixed. Okay, they seem to be running shoe clock. They seem to have a lot of confidence that they're scoring this touchdown. Which, I mean, props to them. I would not have that confidence if I were in their shoes. Not even in, like, I think we're better than them sense. Like, with bowling, if I had this team against their defense, I would not be running shoe clock right now. Maybe that's just because I don't know how to manage the clock. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. And you're probably right to assume that. I don't really know what I'm doing. Tried to go for the pick. That was probably a bad idea. They're going for 3. Okay. We're going to try it from 50. And that's no good. Collins Akampong hurt on the block attempt. Man, they had deep range, too. That probably should have been a make. But we'll take what we can get. Daniel Hill stiff arm, driving his way up to the 50. Let's go. Just a bruised knee for Akampong. He'll be all right. All right. I will go ahead and turn on shoe clock now. If I'm down 7, I'm not turning on shoe clock. If I'm up 7, yeah. Broken tackle for Hill. Kind of got a truck animation there for a second. Couldn't quite evade all of them, though. Make it 2nd and inches. Ball State called a timeout to try to keep the time where it's at. Again, you question why they were running chew clock. I don't even, that wasn't like the accelerated clock. I'm pretty sure that was an extra bit added. All right, I mean, free play, I guess. Honestly, I'm going to decline this. I don't think it's... I think it still stops the clock for some stupid reason. But that gives us more room to chew clock. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Yeah, now that I think about it, that probably wasn't smart. Fourth and 4. Coach wants us to go for this and ice it. No. Okay. Other side of the 2 minute, he wants us to take the 3. 4th and 4 on our 25. They have no timeouts. I think we take 3. Their offense had a really good first quarter and a half. Since then, they have scored 3 points. 3. They have to score 10 points in a minute 57 with no timeouts. Not even the 2 minute. I think that's the right call. It would have been nice to win it on our terms instead of having to just hope for the best. Okay, well that's not a great start. PA jailbreaks. That is diabolical at this stage of the game. To be running a jailbreak screen. All right. Go ahead and scramble. Take whatever you can on the ground. We do not care about that. Even better, go down for a loss. Okay, QB contained just doesn't seem to be something we can do. Nichols tipped it up. Garcia tried to go in for the pick, but this guy does not seem to have been built with hands. Okay, we are absolutely not pressing right now. Okay, a user faster than 77 speed, and that's probably game over, but this is not... I gotta remember what team I'm using right now and what players I'm using. I can get away with that when I'm using, like... In, 3 years, that's how I will use her. Right now, I have to be nut the butt with the receiver, for lack of better terms. Kashmir Lewis doesn't have the speed to catch up to him. They're going to get out of bounds again. They're about to score a touchdown. Oh, this is about to get scary. This is about to get really scary. Uh-oh. Okay. I got scared. Oh, God. Okay. Blocked the PAT. They recovered it. Doesn't matter. They need a touchdown to win it. They're going to go for the onside. Oh, my sweet Lanta. We're going to take the knee and get out of here with a win. My goodness. That's your ball game. Bowling Green wins 34-30. Oh my goodness. That could have been awful. Yeah. Kat, I could not agree more. That was diabolical. They stopped the run really well to start the game, got up to a really early lead, and then we just managed to come back, take care of business. We'll take a look at some final stats. I mean, yeah, shout out to Bowling Green, man. Made this a lot more of a game than it probably should have been. Taven Jackson, 24 for 30, a touchdown and a pick. Rushing the ball, Rayshawn Luke, a senior, 5'9", 180 pounds. Yeah, gold sidestep, silver 360. He played like he had Heisman for both. 15 for 234 and 2 touchdowns. Played like his pants were on fire. Just could not tackle him. And a lot of guys get... Good Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 8 players received a pass. 8 players caught the ball for Bowling Green or for Ball State today. Man. All right, give me a second, Cat. I'm wrapping it up. As far as our offense goes, yeah, we asked Ethan Haupt to do a lot today. 13 for 23, 208 and a touchdown. DeShields came in on that 1 4th down on the goal line and then another play. 1 for 2 for 75 yards and that 1 touchdown. Running the ball, I mean, for game planning as hard as it did to stop Daniel Hill, he still managed to put up 6 yards a carry, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Houck had himself 5 for 35 on the ground as well. Receiving-wise, yeah, they stopped him on the ground, so we tried to get him involved in the air. Got 71 yards on 5 catches. Did have 2 drops. Sammy Riggs, 4 for 60 and a drop. Elijah Brown, 2 for 40. Austin Clay, 1 for 30 and a touchdown. It was just that one beat over the top. Harris, 1 for 7. Isaiah Johnson had that 1 over-the-top touchdown. And then Orstrom had a drop. Defensively, safety Cam Howard led us in total tackles. Asiata had 3 TFLs, 2 for Vandermeer. Akampong, Nelson, and Dior Gardner. Cat, please get off my Xbox. Cat, you gotta go somewhere. You gotta go somewhere, man. Wedged herself between the TV stand and my Xbox. I thought she was about to break something. Anyways, yeah, 2 TFLs for Gardner and Stevenson. TFL for Eric George. 2 sacks for Akampong, sack and a half for Gardner. Asiata with a sack. Vandermeer got the other half sack. And then the pick for Lamprin almost gave us points to end the half, but questionable clock management, to say the least, stopped us from getting that. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.